These are Hakuto and Matsue Tosai. Special made Tosai food, which fits perfectly with the project here. Hello everybody, welcome to this new video. In this video I'm going to announce one of the most exciting projects I've ever did with Koi. In this new pond next to me, I'm going to grow 11 jumbo Tosai of Matsue Koi Center. Tosai are 40 to 44 cm, and I'm going to track them body weight, their body size and their quality every month. So this is the first video of this series. There will be a video at the end of this month, at the end of June, the end of July, the end of August, and the final result video in September. In every video I'm going to talk about the quality of each koi, how I expect them to develop, and also what I did with keeping them. Because these videos are sponsored by MountainTree and KiGen Koi Food. So first I will explain the pond, the filtration, and ask MountainTree some questions about this filter. Let's go. Okay, Sasha, hello. Can you introduce yourself for a little bit?
Hello, my name is Sasha from MountainTree Filter Technique Europe, and I'm the wholesaler for the European market.
Thank you. Okay, I have put the Gen 3 of the lotus roots in my filter. I could also choose for Gen 2, but I decided to go for the best one, obviously. Can you explain a little bit why I should choose the Gen 3 and what the improvements are from Gen 2 to Gen 3?
Okay, I explain the Gen 2. You see, we're using it for about 2 days and still the bacteria are growing. So the difference is the shape of the Gen 2 and the Gen 3. So we create with the new shape more surface. Also, we worked on the minerals inside. So we have different minerals and more minerals inside the Gen 3. So it's better for the bacteria growing and also for giving the minerals to the water and to the fish.
So how much percent more surface area is in here compared to there?
About 20% more.
And the minerals are improved, but how long does it take for the minerals to get out of it totally?
The minerals are getting slowly to the water, for about 3 to 5 years. And then we recommend to get more minerals to replace some of the bacteria houses step by step, every 3 to 5 years. But it also depends on how much aeration you are using in your filtration system. But I think in the bucket it's not that necessary, so we can say about 5 years.
Okay, that's awesome. So I have about 400 of these in my filtration. How much grams do you think I can feed on the fishes?
That's a lot for 11 Tosai. Feeding, I think, is no problem. We also have a case in Germany, a customer with an 8,000 liter pond, a small bead and a small bucky, and we are using the combination of the bacteria houses, the Lotus nitro rings. Nitro rings, I can explain, it's to create more surface in a smaller space. And also we are using the MyFun mineral rings. Mineral rings, you can improve the quality of feeding, but also of the skin and color quality of your fish.
Yeah, so for example, if these don't fit in your filter, you can use these, right? That's the idea, right?
Use these, or you can also use the smaller ones.
The smaller ones, yeah.
That's the 825, and we also have the 4.5 to 16 centimeters.
So I have both these in my trickle shower, but I also have the hanging hooks. Is there any difference in the working?
Yeah, with the hanging hooks we also have a better flow, and you can also improve the surface of your filter with the hanging hooks, definitely.
So, but for example, the minerals in the hanging hooks, do the minerals get out faster than in the trickle shower, or does it make it much different?
Doesn't make any difference.
So basically the working is the same in the hanging hooks as in the shower?
Yes, of course. But you have a better flow.
Yeah.
So it's better for your filtration system. You can upgrade it.
So if you compare the hanging hooks to the mats, what are the advantages of the mats compared to the hanging hooks?
Yeah, the mats you can also use as a mechanical filtration. So it's both mechanical and also biological filtration. And a guy in Netherlands also called it the high flow mat because of the structure. And it's also, when you use it as a mechanical, it's very easy to clean.
Yeah. So, if for example the flow of my pond is like this, goes from here to there.
Yeah.
How should I put the mats?
Yeah.
So the flow will go like this, right?
Yes, of course.
So you can completely, if this was my chamber,
Yeah.
you can completely fill it up with the mats, right?
It's not necessarily like the normal Japanese mats because they are blocking, but with this structure, it's not blocking. So that's why they call it the high flow mat.
Awesome. Okay, so for the trickle tower or the shower, can you also use the mats?
Yeah, we also use the mats on top of the bacteria houses.
Yeah, like this.
Because you get a better water flow for all over the bacteria houses. Also, customer ask me often, do I place it like this or like this?
Yeah.
We recommend also to place it like this because you have the better flow because also of the bacteria houses. So the water is getting everywhere. And you can use it 100% microstructure.
Yeah, that's also the structure of this, right?
Yeah.
Like every drop of water
Every
goes
drop
down
of
in a
water
spiral.
goes to the bacteria house, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And these you can just put in like this.
These you
Those
can
structural.
put on it like this. You get a net
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
package and you put it in the net and then you can place the net in your bucket shower.
And you recommend if you put these in, you also put a mat on top?
Yes. In my filtration, in my trickle tower, I have different layers. I have a layer with the bacteria houses. I have a layer with the lotus nitro rings, and I also put it in the same layer with the nitro rings, the mineral rings. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a very good combination.
Okay, so let's start with the project, Sasha, and I will give you some updates, and I will see you back in the last video
I
probably.
hope so. And then when we see you next time, you have fish like this.
Of course, I will try my best. So for every filter line, you of course want to start with a mechanical filter. And that's why I chose a drum filter, because in my eyes, these are just the best, the most clean and the safest way to keep koi and feed a lot. That's why we chose for this drum. And these are followed up by MountainTree lotus roots with the hanging hooks. These hanging hooks are also lotus roots bacteria house Gen 3. And as you can see, I've been running these for 8 weeks now for quarantine, and they're already full with bacteria. The color changed so much so quickly. In here there are around 72 lotus roots bacteria house 3 ceramic pipes, and behind the lotus roots bacteria house 3 ceramics are MountainTree mats. This is full with mats. You can put them all together, and you don't have to get space in between because of the flow. The flow of this is so high. For every 20 minutes, all 10,000 liters gets pushed through the filter and either goes back directly to the pond or goes over the shower. And that's the next point, is the big stainless steel shower. This stainless steel shower is 2 meters wide, 40 cm high, and full with these ceramic pipes of MountainTree. This is lotus roots Gen 3. And the amount of bacteria that can grow on here is crazy. The surface area of one single ceramic pipe is 6,650 square meters per piece. In there, I already have around 400. So together, I have 400 here and 72 there. So now, I'm still having some fish in here for preparation of the next koi shows. The 11 Matsue Koi, they will arrive on the 12th of, and the Matsue fish, they will arrive next week on the 12th. So first I will do quarantine, then they go in this pond. I won't mix them with any other fish, just put them in here, all 11 pieces together, and grow them. I expect the results to be crazy, but yeah, growing koi is not only about the filter, not only about the water, but also about the food. And this project is sponsored by KiGen. KiGen is a new food that has been developed this year and last year. For this project, I'm going to feed 100% of the Tosai food, which I'm quite excited about. Before, I always mixed a standard food together with color food to get a good result on the growth of Tosai. Because when you stretch your Tosai, usually the Benny has a hard time of keeping up. So you need some color foods. So this is the bag I'm going to feed. I have quite a lot of them. It's a special made Tosai food, which fits perfectly with the project here. 11 Tosai in this pond, only fed by this. This time I'm going to feed 100% floating. Maybe sooner or later there will also be a sinking pellet of these ones. And what I'm so curious about is the protein level. This food has a 45% protein level, which I think for Tosai is enough. More than enough actually. Before I was used to feeding Tosai with less protein. Still the growth was pretty good back then. So I'm actually very curious how this will end up. Will the growth be bigger? Will the growth be better? Or maybe they won't grow at all. Next to that, it has a red and white answer, which means that probably the color will stay good. For the color, I'm also using the Koi Spectrum lights. The Koi Spectrum lights, they are very good in maintaining color and quality indoors, because over here, I don't have direct sunlight. But back to the food, it has North Atlantic proteins, which are better digestible for the Tosai. Because these Tosai I'm going to feed 6 times a day on high temperatures. So the digestibility of the food is crucial for these Tosai to grow. What I like as well from the KiGen food is when you look at the composition on the back of the bag, you see that fish meal is the biggest ingredient or composition of the food. Usually that's the first thing I actually do when I check foods is what's the biggest ingredient they have in here. Next to that they have some dry garlic, which I think will attract the koi really well. Black cumin oil, grape pulp, rosemary oil. So quite exciting. It's a totally new thing for me. And at the end, on paper this all looks so well. I'm excited to see what it will do on the koi. Additionally, the pellet size, in my experience, is pretty small. The size S, 3 millimeters. For Tosai probably it's great, because Tosai, they don't have the biggest mouth. But for me, it's totally new to feed such a small pellet. So what I really like about this project is that we have an insanely good filter. I've seen MountainTree products in China, in Japan, everywhere at customers. I've used it here for a long time, only in a smaller amount. But the size of this filter, I think, is incredible, and the power will be insane. On top of that, I'm really excited about the Tosai food, because I think this gives everything the Tosai need. They are 44 cm Matsue Koi. They want to grow, and the food will let them grow. I'm 100% sure about that. Now you're probably wondering, what are you going to do with the 11 Tosai? Are you going to keep them? Are you going to sell them? And actually, yes, we are going to make them available for sale, which I will announce later in our WhatsApp group. I'll put the link to the WhatsApp group in the description. So if you want to participate on this event and get a special video of your koi with the body weight, body size, and my expectation every month, please join. I think it will be an awesome event. Something new, something challenging, in a small quantity, because I only have 11 available. Now I will talk about the fish, because at the end the fishes have to do the work. So here we are inside my little office, and in front of me I have the Matsue Koi ready on my laptop. Of course we release all these pictures and videos later, but these are Hakuto and Setsuren Tosai, and this is 43, 41, 42 out of my head. And look at the patterns and the bodies on these. Such straight body lines, great patterns. This is one of my favorites as well. And in total there will be 11 pieces with different patterns, different tastes. So I think for everybody there will be a fish that they like on this event. This is also a very exciting koi in my eyes. If I remember well, this was 42 cm. So I'm super excited to make this series for you. Also for me, there's no way back now. The koi, they speak for themselves. The quality, the growth, So all the pressure is on me, on KiGen and on MountainTree now. So yeah, you will see the results month by month, and please join the WhatsApp group so you know how to get a touch on these fish. The quality will be nice, the price won't be too crazy, so I think it's fun for everybody to participate. Thank you for watching and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.